a chiropractor, and within like 2 adjustments, the migraines disappeared and never came back. Typical story for us maybe, but at the time it totally blew my mind. I was like, "What? He just like touched you and then they disappeared? Like what? That's crazy, you know?" And so he was doing a health talk. He did like, bi-weekly health talks at his office. Uh, and so I got invited by my friend to go, and I heard the chiropractic story for the first time, and I was like, "Wow, that just makes so much sense when you explain it that way." It's just that's so cool, and it makes sense. And he had a book on his coffee table, on his waiting room table, maybe this big, full of testimonials, full of pages and pages, and just it was unbelievable. All kinds of crazy stuff of stuff that he had helped people with. So that was kind of the moment that I was sold. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I followed up a little bit. I did some shadowing, between classes and stuff. I would go hang out with him in his office, and yeah, that was pretty much it. That's what sold me.
And
So
can
then
you
I,
kind of reflect on, yeah, what your major was in college and the path that you were on before you even started thinking about chiropractic, and also just in what way that mentorship dynamic served you as a college student?
yeah. So I was majoring in health sciences, which turned out to be perfect actually, because I got plenty of anatomy and physiology and biology and epidemiology and like basic science classes like this. And I think I chose health sciences because of my interest in the human body, but I didn't really quite know where I was going to go with it. But I felt that health sciences was broad enough that it could kind of get me anywhere I wanted to go. I had a lot of friends who went to medical school, friends who went to PT school. There's only like 3 other chiropractic people at UCF though, so I thought that was kind of strange maybe. But anyway, I was proud to be one of those 3 pre-chiro people. And yeah, yeah.
And can you kind of describe, once you decided you were going to go to chiropractic school, how you began preparing yourself, how it sort of settled with your friends and family to let them know you were going to go become a chiropractor, and just kind of like how you thought it was going to go compared to like once you got to campus and started the program, how it actually went, what were some surprises you encountered, and that kind of thing?
Okay. So um, to prepare, I think I just kind of focused on learning as much as I could in my classes, especially the ones that I felt that were really relevant. Like the anatomy and the physiology, even the epidemiology. I felt that it was relevant and that I should be paying attention. So I just kind of tried to focus on, not even necessarily good grades, but I tried to focus on learning as much as I could while I was finishing up my undergraduate studies. Um, and also hanging out with chiropractors. So I didn't do a ton of shadowing, which I probably should have done more. I wish I would have done maybe a little bit more, but that's okay. I shadowed a couple chiropractors, just to like be in their office and see how their flow was, and see if I could sort of imagine myself doing that on a daily basis kind of thing. And of course, like they were all so happy with their jobs. It didn't seem like they were faking it. It really seemed like they were just having fun, and like helping people and having that satisfaction of helping people. And so if I wasn't sold before, I was definitely sold, after all of that shadowing work. Um, and then when I got to Life University, because my first mentor, that first guy who I met, he told me that I should go to Life University because that's where he went. And it is a good school. I'm happy I went there, although there are other good schools as well, of course. But so when I got to Life University in Marietta, in Atlanta, I would say it was probably about maybe par for the course of what I expected, I suppose. Like we got started with medical terminology and like, I don't even remember. It was just like some really